So you've known Alan for quite a while since you did Sense and Sensibility together. Was this project, was he the driving force for you to get involved with this project, or was it the character of Sabine, or a little both?
Well, a little of both and a combination of many things. I mean, I have to say, the main thing that I was taken by was how beautiful and accessible the writing of this script was. It was written by Alison Deegan, who's an Irish screenwriter, and I just really loved the simplicity and honesty of the story and how cleverly she had woven in this invented character. Sabine, the character that I play, is pure invention. The rest of the story is historically accurate. And I just thought it was really clever how she had managed to do that. And when I was sent the script by Alan, I had a really lovely note from him saying, "I hope you love this as much as I do," and I really thought, "Oh God, I really hope I do love it," because it would have been so sad if I hadn't, because I was excited by the idea of working with Alan again, particularly in this different capacity, especially after 20 years, and I think having changed a lot myself as both as a woman and as an actor, and having learnt a lot too since the time of being 19 and terrified on Sense and Sensibility. And so I was very fortunate to really love the script as much as I did, and immediately wanted to do it and wanted to collaborate with Alan on making it happen.
Does that bring sort of a new dynamic to your relationship where he's directing you as well as, being your friend and co-star?
Yes, definitely. And also it meant that there was lots of fun banter as well on set. Often he would make a suggestion, and if I didn't think it was a very good idea, or I would think, "Oh God, how am I going to do that?" I would say to him, "Oh God, really?" And he would say, "Oh, come on, give it a go." Okay, let me try. "Oh, but what if it's rubbish?" "Oh, try it anyway, come on." Don't be so ridiculous. So it was nice to have that looseness, especially with something like this, a period film where you don't want things to become stiff. You want it to feel relaxed, you want it to feel accessible, and you really want to believe these people. You want to believe the story that they're telling, and the love story component as well. And as I say, it was so accessible in a way that was very impressive. And I really appreciate that, as an audience member myself of period films. I want to be able to understand it. I don't want to feel as though these people are speaking a foreign language.
Right.
And a little chaos, it really does give you that, that lightness of touch and that sort of level of accessibility with the dialogue and what the story is trying to give you.
As an actor, do you approach a movie like this, a smaller movie like this, any differently than you would say something like the Divergent films?
Oh, it's totally different. I mean, it's totally and utterly different. There is no comparison at all. Different experiences, different preparation, the different experience of making the film, largely actually because of the costumes being so different. Period films is, takes a lot longer to get dressed in the morning. You have to have someone help you get dressed, which seems so crazy. Diversion, you just slip it on, zip it up and go,
Right.
No, very, very different.
Have you ever thought about stepping behind the camera yourself?
Possibly.
Really? Can I get a scoop on that?
No.
So it's confirmed you're directing something?
No. Like I said, possibly.
But, as an actor, you could see the appeal of wanting to do something like that.
Well, working on the Steve Jobs film, which I just did do with Danny Boyle and Michael Fassbender, it was an amazing experience. It was filmed in 3 acts, literally 1, 2, and 3. It was 182 pages of dialogue. And we had very, very, very long scenes. It's written by Aaron Sorkin. And so there were scenes that went on for 13, 14 pages. And what happens as an actor is you have to call upon all your resources, all the things you've learned, and use them fast and use them well and very specifically. And I did become aware of just how much experience I really have had as a film actor, particularly working on the Steve Jobs film, because we just had to get on with it, we had to do it, we had to really work together, be very specific, and technically we had to know exactly what we were doing. And I was very aware of how much knowledge I do have about the behind the camera stuff as well. I was like, wow, God, I know what they're talking about. So I sort of finally felt there were lots of sort of penny drop moments for me, I think, as an actor, just in terms of some of that more technical stuff that I wasn't really aware that I was perhaps quite so knowledgeable about. Also, I was married to a director for a long time too, and so I certainly learned things from Sam just through that experience as well. And so I don't know, we'll see.